I'm rich, I'm on my way. Now I'm on my flip like, yeah. But I try this hip hop, whoa. Let me go get shot, quarter mil K, my wrist like, whoa. Bust down, flat on TikTok, no. We got them bricks in the trunk. I call a pad and hit in the route. Just like I'm living, be tripping me out, cause I just let a famous be in my mouth. Yeah, I'm about to for a project. Road truck coming, cut that. Every time back to the pot that. Like, every rap button, I got that. Posting on the gram, but you're not that lit. Your favorite rapper is not that rich. Fly Dubai on Emirates. On the time out that with shit. All bad, leave discipline. I want a freak nasty, and I want all bad. I'm in the bread side world, no all bad. I want a brand new world, and I want all bad. I want a freak nasty, let it bring all my wish. Telecom, call me. Telecom, call me. Call me. Telecom, fuck on me. I want a freak nasty, and I want all bad bitches. I want a freak nasty, let it bring all my wish. Yeah.
I want my money, bring yours out. Really let me get it with the doors out. I hit the road, kiss stores out. Heat to your face, get paws out. I've been hard working and humble. Believe me, I heard of the mumble. I'm just gonna leave it alone, cause I would put burners of bundles. Bitches is miserable, haters so typical, hating is cheap. Now my material, look where I'm at. I made me musical, I used to strip, now I keep a different pole. I do not fuck with your kind, yo. I do not fuck with your vibe, yo. I am a big boss bitch. I do not come in the size, yo. I shit, bitch trying to switch sides. Say talk right, try to get by. But I ain't really worried about these hoes. The bitches just hurt, D-roll. Gucci bag, 30 counts, pick it up. If they want to smoke, then I give it up. I'm gonna leave my rubber to this house. Give it to someone to spin it out. I see no make sense in it. Brick, brick, brick. Try something new. Hold, quick, quick, quick. Body bag, zip, zip, zip.
Woo! That's my shit, y'all.
All bad bitches. I'm in the red side world. No, all bad bitches. I want a brand new world, and I want all bad bitches. I want a freak nasty up. Let it bring all my wish. Telecom, fuck on me. Telecom, fuck on me. Call me.
All right, I'm about to cut this off right
I
now.
want a freak nasty up, and I want all bad bitches. I want a freak nasty up. Let it bring all my wish.
All right, what's up, y'all?
Let it bring all my wish.
Oh, let me turn this off. All right, what's up, y'all? Yeah. Oh, let me turn this off. So today, what's up, y'all? I want to catch up on everything that's been going on. So just so y'all know, just because I don't be, blogging every day, you know what I'm saying? Because, a girl do got to work and everything. And, I have a life. I got things that I do, you know what I'm saying? But I keep up, you know what I'm saying? I'm always looking at the blogs, looking at everybody. So I want to talk about a few things. I did buy the pay-per-view for the RBE card. That's Blood, Sweat, and Tears 6. I'm excited about the battles that's coming up. All right, so first we got Bad News versus Jay Murder. All right, let me see what y'all doing up in here. Hey, Steve Brown, what's going on? All right, so let's talk about the card. I'm gonna give my predictions. Now, I must admit, y'all. Hey, Steve Brown. Hey, Damon. Wow. What's up? So I must, admit to y'all that, some of the battle rappers on this card, RBE card, I don't follow that much. I follow a few of them. Okay, I know Bad News recently had a battle with Tay Rock that was on the that was on Bullpen League. Okay, I didn't even get to see that one. I don't think it dropped yet. Okay, but I know he also battled some guy named Roller, and I know Bad News, he seemed very confident. I saw his trailer, you know what I'm saying? I heard he did good even though Rock won, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he's battling more. He's coming back on the scene. Okay, so he's supposed to be battling Jay Murder. I know Jay Murder is a regular on RBE. He battles a lot on there. I know he recently battled Coach on Guerrilla Warfare. He battled this guy named HB. He recently battled on the Verbal War Zone. I saw that battle. He was okay. He was pretty good. And in the past, he battled Daylight, Loso, Mr. Mills. So I do follow Jay Murder, here and there. So I think that's going to be a pretty good battle. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be, they both real street, real hood. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear that real gritty hood, bar, street stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, that should be a goodie. But I'm gonna give it to Bad News. You know, I feel like Bad News is an overall better battle rapper than Jay Murder. You know, so I just got Bad News taking it at least 2-1. So then we got Mr. Mills versus B Magic. This should be interesting, you know, because B Magic, you know, he don't battle as much as he, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, I feel like B Magic kind of fell off to me, you know what I'm saying? He used to be super fire, you know, with the punches and everything and his angles. I remember when he battled Tay Rock. I still feel like to this day, I feel like B Magic beat Tay Rock in that battle. You know what I'm saying? But he was on fire at one point, you know, and just recently, lately, you know, even though he don't battle as much as he used to, his last few battles wasn't really all that to me. You know, now Mr. Mills, I know him as being a great battle rapper too. He battled Craig Lamar, JC, Danny Myers. Him and Danny Myers was an epic battle. He battled Big Cannon, you know, but even Mr. Mills been kind of to me dropping the ball a little bit lately, you know, but he is a regular on RBE, and I remember seeing B Magic. The last time I saw B Magic, he had battled Jay Murder. Actually, he battled Jay Murder on the RBE card. That's the last time I seen B Magic. And what happened? He choked. You know, so I was disappointed. You know, he lost to Jay Murder in my opinion. B Magic. He also lost to Av. His last battle was some guy named Father Focus. I don't even know who that is, you know. So they supposed to be battling B Magic versus Mr. Mills. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it to Mr. Mills at least 2-1. I don't really have that much faith in B Magic anymore. Okay, I want to see him pull through, but lately his last few battles he's been kind of dropping the ball in my opinion. Okay, so next matchup we have Ill Will versus Scotty. Now I remember Scotty battling, I believe that was what, Gnome 8 when he battled Loso. Hi Steve Brown. I have a lot of favorite battle rappers. Chess used to be my #1 favorite, but he's no longer my #1 favorite because he choked so much, and I'm gonna get into that. You know, I know he's battling Geechee Gotti very soon, and which I feel like don't make a lot of sense. I don't understand why that's even happening. Okay, but Chess used to be my top dog battle rapper, you know, and I admit when Chess first started, you know, he used to stumble when, you know, he always had a stumbling problem, but it was not as bad as it is now. Like, I feel like Chess went from bad to worse, and that's why I don't understand why they booking him for Geechee Gotti. Now, granted, I remember the last battle that I saw of Chess was when he battled New Jersey Twerk, and yes, that was a good battle. That is a good battle, but he still choked, you know what I mean? He still choked, he still was stumbling, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as the battle. I did also see the battle with him on the Verbal War Zone League. It wasn't as bad as that battle. Like, he choked every single round. Like, as soon as he started, he was choking. That's why I feel like he's getting worse, because his last battle, I believe, was on Verbal War Zone, and that shit was horrible. Like, he couldn't even get through his rounds. And, you know, I believe Chess is a great battle rapper. I love his bars. It's like out of this world. You know what I'm saying? Chess bars are different. They out of this world. That's why he was one of my favorites. I like his delivery. I feel like he has great stage performance. He has great believability, you know, as well, even though he's young, but he's not as young as he used to be. I believe he's at least 20 or 21 now, you know, but now I just feel like Chess got worse. You know, he's not getting better, he's getting worse. And if they're gonna still keep booking Chess, they should at least have him practice in front of him. Like, I don't know, I just feel like he needs like a sparring session. Like Smack needs to get him in the room, just the two of them, and hear his bars and just see if he could, you know, go through a whole round without choking. Like, he needs some practice. That's how I feel like Chess just needs some practice or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, but right now, I just don't understand how could the URL trust Chess? How could they trust Chess to really pull it through? You know, because I hate getting my hopes up high, and then I I can't wait to chess go. I can't. And then when the battle comes, it's terrible. It's horrible. He behaves the same way he behaved on Verbal Warzone. He's choking as soon as he starts. Now I do know one thing that's making me feel like, he may pull it through, is giving me one little hope that I feel is that I know when Chess really wants to battle somebody, 9 times out of 10, he will come through. Like, for instance, when he battled, he really wanted Rock, like he really wanted to battle Rock when he first started his battle rap career. He always shouted out Rock, always, so I feel like, and he did pretty good, even though he stumbled a little bit, and I believe it was the 3rd round, and even the 1st round, he claimed he needed water or whatever, but you could tell he was hesitating or whatever. He still had great bars, and he was really, really good in that battle, So I just have a little hope, and then even with New Jersey Twerk, I don't know if he really wanted that battle, but he was really good in that battle too, even though he still had stumbles and a choke. So I'm hoping that he could give us, a good battle with Geechee Gotti. I'm still going to watch it, even though I don't think it makes sense. I don't think they should have booked this battle, but I'm still going to watch it anyway. But I have other favorite battle rappers, like New Jersey Twerk is starting to be my favorite. New Jersey Twerk is my favorite. Rum Nitty is my favorite. Geechee Gotti is my fave. Arsenal is my fave. Like, I have a whole lot of favorites. Ill Will is sometime-ish, but he's one of my faves too. So I have a few favorite battle rappers. So like I was saying, let's get back to Blood, Sweat, and Tears. For this RBE card, Blood, Sweat, and Tears 6. Now, Ill Will is about to battle Scotty. The last time I saw Scotty is at Gnome 8, I believe, when Scotty battled Loso. And he was okay, I believe he has like a southern drawing or something like that. He was kind of lax, but he was just okay to me. He wasn't really all that. But I know he battled Dre Zinnis, he battled JC. I hear he also battled Pharaoh Funeral. I got to check that battle out. Okay, but the only one I saw of Scotty was with Loso. And then with Ill Will, I saw a bunch of battles with Ill Will. But the last one that he had was with Sirius Jones. And I'll admit, I didn't buy that card because I didn't have faith in Sirius Jones to pull it through, because he wasn't battling that much, But I heard that battle was a fire battle, and I remember one of the bloggers kind of like had the voice over on his blog, so I heard a little bit of the battle, and from what I heard, it seemed like Sirius Jones took that battle, surprisingly, but I'm going to give this win to Ill Will. I feel like Ill Will is going to pull it through. I feel like he's a better battle rapper than Scotty. He has more experience on that stage. To me, Ill Will is kind of like a legend in the game, and then the next matchup we have is Saint Mike versus Cortez. This should be interesting. I know Cortez had a diss song about J.R. Ryder not too long ago, talking about happy birthday, J.R. Ryder. Also, he battled recently on Verbal Warzone, which was a great battle he had against Buddha from the Block. So that was good. And Saint Mike, he battled a few battle rappers, Show Off, Young S, even Danny Myers, not too long ago. So I think Cortez got something to prove. A lot of people been coming at him, like Jay Ryder. Of course, Surf comes at him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a buzz that Cortez and Surf may battle in the near future. Okay, so I really feel like, I mean, this one is a little iffy to me. I'm not sure about this one, but since I know Cortez and I'm familiar more with Cortez, I'm just going to put my trust in Cortez. I think Cortez is going to take it at least 2-1 against Saint Mike. Okay, I really don't follow Saint Mike too much. I only saw the battle with him versus Danny Myers, which he did pretty good, even though Danny Myers won. So the next matchup we have is Sharon, who I love, and Big Cannon. Now, Big Cannon, he's a regular on the RBE stage. To me, this is like the battle of rebuttals. They're both good at rebuttaling. or freestyling. Okay, Big Cannon has a lot of battles under his belt. JC, he battled Mr. Mills, Craig Lamar, he battled Charlie Clips, DNA. He even had a 2-on-2. I remember seeing he was paired up with Young Cannon. It was him and Young Cannon versus Charlie Clips and DNA. That was a pretty good battle, even though Big Cannon kept, Big Cannon, he kept slipping up. He kept stumbling and choking. I was kind of mad at him about that, in that 2-on-2 battle, but he battles a lot, and I haven't seen him in a while, so it'll be good to see Big Cannon again. Now, Sharon, they call the Smack Killer. You know what I'm saying? He's on Wild 'N Out, just like Hitman Holla and Conceited and them. Very talented brother, white guy. They call him the Smack Killer because he's been killing the guys on Smack. He even had a debatable battle with Tay Rock. To me, it's debatable. I really didn't give neither a win. To me, it's just debatable. He recently had a battle with Gems. Okay, he's supposed to be battling A-Ward. I'm not sure if that battle happened or took place yet, but I heard he's battling A-Ward soon on the World Domination. Okay, so this one is a tough one to me, I must admit, but I'm going to still give it to Sharon. I feel like Sharon is going to take it only because the last battle I saw Big Cannon, he was stumbling a lot, and I haven't seen Big Cannon for a minute. Meanwhile, Sharon has been doing his thing. He's more experienced. He's been battling a lot lately. Yeah, so yes, I will be recapping Blood, Sweat, and Tears live. Hey, Guess Who and Steve Brown, I see y'all. So I will be recapping it live on Saturday. I have that day off for Saturday, so I will be recapping the RBE pay-per-view. So now we have hey HB, you don't love me, you don't even know me. But anyway, the last matchup on the card is Math Hoffa versus Heavy Half. Now, I know that a lot of people, even myself, felt like this was a bad idea, a bad move for Math Hoffa to be battling someone, like Heavy Half. It's like an unspoken rule that when you battle somebody that's like a legend, like Hollow the Dawn, somebody who's up there in God's tier or GOAT tier, it's like an unspoken rule that you should not lower your standards, so to speak, and then battle somebody that's a known name, somebody that people don't really care to see or people don't really talk about, Yeah, yes, that's a real picture, so I feel like Math Hoffa is taking a big chance by battling this guy Heavy Half, and I must admit I didn't see no battles with Heavy Half. This is my first time hearing him, but I did do a little research to see who he battled. So I noticed he battled some guy named Nice Rap. He battled Sway Sever. He battled Rosenberg Roar, all on the RBE stage. So it seems like his home league is RBE. So this will be my first time watching Heavy Half for Saturday, in 2 more days. So I can't really say much about Heavy Half, but what I'm hearing from, from other people in the battles that I kind of skimmed through just to do my research about him, he seemed like a very aggressive battle rapper. So I'm a little worried. Because that battle with Math Hoffa versus Hollow the Don, to me, Math, all he had was personals, and he even said it in his, I think in the first round. In the first round, he even said, if you want to hear bars or whatever, this is not for you. This is all personal or something like that, Math was saying. So yes, he killed Hollow the Dawn, but he did it in all personals. He had a few bars here and there, but they were all personal. So with that being said, can Math win this battle with Heavy Half without any personals? Can he just straight go bar heavy and punch? And, I don't know if he knows Heavy Half to even know any angles about him, so this would be interesting to see. I'm just hoping, because Math, Math from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn, so I hope he stay representing, the borough, and he do his thing, so that's the question I have, and it will be real sad and disappointing if Math was to lose this battle after coming off a huge win against Hollow the Don. All right, so we shall see. So now, I wanted to talk about too. Last night I was up, really late last night, and I just happened to see the band that the URL dropped. What's their name? Swamp versus Your Honor. Oh my gosh! Did y'all see that battle? That battle was fire. And it's nice to finally see some young guys, some PG battle rappers, you know. It's nice to see some PG battle rappers, doing their thing. These guys look pretty hungry. I'm just so sick. Like, how We Go Hard, they'll drop battles here and there from time to time. And to me, some of their battles be kind of boring. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may get something really fire and interesting, but it just seems like everybody is kind of saying the same kind of bars. Everything is kind of stale. Thank you, Vintage Rock. Thank you. So, it was good to see these two brothers last night really like going hard on each other. Like Your Honor, he was so loud projecting his voice. He had great stage presence and great delivery, and he was just commanding that stage. So. But with Swamp, he had some fire bars, stuff that I never heard of before, and that's what I'm looking for. Like, I want these new talents, these new battle rappers to say things that we've never heard before. So I'm thinking about doing a bar for bar recap on Swamp versus Your Honor, because the bars that Swamp was saying, like he said something about damn. I didn't write it down, but I like something he said about something like you dead. I'm gonna take you to Your Honor, something like that. He said, I can't remember everything, but Swamp was on fire. He was on fire. I really enjoyed him, and he's good looking too. Finally, and just by looking at him and him wearing a hoodie, I said to myself, I would love to see Swamp battle New Jersey Twerk. I would love to see that, because I just like, I don't know, he don't really remind me of Twerk, but I guess when he had the hoodie on and the way he was aggressive with it, and the fact that his bars are so different, just like how Twerk bars is out of the world, I think that would be a good matchup, Swamp versus New Jersey Twerk. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I seen that battle, I went on Twitter and I follow Swamp. So I'm going to do a bar for bar. I got to do a bar for bar recap on that, because I really, really enjoyed that battle. I want to see Swamp again. I hope that they book him again. I had to give Swamp all 3 rounds. I had to give Swamp all 3 rounds. He was really on fire. I saw that battle last night. And everybody was talking about it on Twitter too. It was like, damn. So now, I heard about the Twerk versus Miss Hustle, the whole situation with that, so I wanted to talk about that for a while. I was speaking to Jihad actually yesterday, because he was asking me who do I think is at fault with that whole situation. So, in my opinion, I feel like the only 2 people that's at fault is Debo and Miss Hustle, and I'm going to give you my reasons why. Now I did not see the battle, but I'm hearing what everybody is saying. I watched all the blogs. I even saw Miss Hustle's rant on IG Live. I saw Twerk's, interview with 15 Minutes of Fame. Okay, when I'm dancing again. I don't know, whenever I feel like it. I'm scared to dance again, because since people gonna make fun of me. But anyway. But yeah, so with Miss Hustle, I feel like Miss Hustle and Debo is all the way wrong. Now with Debo, I feel like, first of all, I heard Miss Hustle say on Champion that Debo lied to the both of them just to get them to battle each other. Debo went to Miss Hustle and said, yo, Hustle, Twerk want to battle you. And then Miss Hustle like, huh? She was a little, skeptical about it and surprised about it, because she's friends with Twerk. And then Debo went to Twerk and was like, yo, Twerk, Miss Hustle wants want to battle you. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, you coming into the situation lying off the rip. So that's the first thing that he did wrong. Then Miss Hustle is saying that even though it was only 5-minute rounds, she had asked Debo if she can rhyme a little bit longer, if she could rap longer. Debo gave her permission and said it was okay. Now where Debo went wrong is that Debo should have at least went to New Jersey Twerk and asked New Jersey Twerk if that would be okay with him. You understand? But instead, Debo just told her it was okay without consulting with New Jersey Twerk to make sure that that was okay with Twerk. So that was another thing that Debo did that was wrong. Okay? Now, at the battle, I'm hearing that Twerk still let her rock. Like she went 5 minutes and then she was going to go into her props and stuff, and Twerk let her rock with that. But then she wanted to continue, and that's not fair to Twerk, because if Twerk only have 5 minutes of material, it's not fair for his opponent to be rapping longer, 7-9 minutes, because she could be saying 7 to 9 minutes more fire, like maybe 5 more minutes of fire, and then Twerk only have 5 minutes of fire. Meanwhile, Miss Hustle may have 10 minutes of, fire material, and it's not fair, because now it's going to look like Miss Hustle beat Twerk, when in all actuality Miss Hustle had a lot more time than Twerk. So that's why I understand how Twerk feel. Now remember that battle with Calico versus Lux. The same shit happened in that battle. Even though it was Lux's return, okay, and everybody was excited, and me too, I'm a fan, so of course us as fans want the battlers to rap longer. We want to hear more bars, but we got to look at the battler's point of view. We have to look at how Twerk feel about it, or how Calico felt about it when Calico was battling Lux. That's not fair to Calico. How is it that that Lux gets to rhyme 10-12 minutes and Calico still rhyming only 5? Of course Lux won the battle, and Lux choked, I believe, that first round. But because he had 12 minutes of material, of course Lux won. But I'm not taking away his bars and his angles. He was still fire, of course. He probably would have still won had he only rhymed 5-6 minutes. But the point is that it's not fair for the other battler to rhyme twice as much as their opponent. So I feel Twerk on that. Plus, you only paying Twerk a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he's trying to go hard and beat his opponent, his thing is, I ain't gonna be going longer and rapping even more when they didn't pay me enough money for me to rap longer. You understand? So I understand Twerk's side. Now I feel like Miss Hustle was being a big baby. Now I'm gonna give her props. She know how to rap. Miss Hustle know how to rap. I saw her battles when she had with what's her name? What is her name? She's my favorite battle rapper too. Damn, the one with the big breasts. I can't think of her name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the one with the big breasts. Hey, Paris. Yeah, so, damn, I can't think of her name. Something with an O, I think. Anyway, but I saw Miss Hustle battles, okay? Officially, thank you. The one with the big breasts. Even though she said she retired, she's my favorite female battle rapper. Official is my favorite. I like Couture. I like Tori Doe. I like 40 Bars. I like Farrah Funeral, and I like Shuni the Rapper. Those 5 are like my favorite. And I used to like QB Black Diamond, QB Black Diamond, but to me she's not the same. She was one of my tops too, up there. I used to follow female battle rap, but for a minute they kind of fell off, and now I see that they trying to come back on again. So that's another thing I'm going to thank you, HB. That's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing female recaps, just to bring some shine to them as well, because I know that they want bloggers to basically have them in the limelight too, and consider them as real, hardworking battle rappers. So since I'm a female blogger, I feel like it's only right for me to, talk about them as well, because I do too like female battle rap. It's just that it's funny because I remember watching female battle rap, watching Mad Official videos, her battling when she first came out. And then you know how on YouTube they'll have recommended other videos. So once the recommended ones came up, like for the guys, the male battle rappers, I just started watching all male battle rappers after that. Because to me, the male battle rappers are 10 times better than the female. I like the males better for some reason, you know. Even though most of the females do have material from male battle rappers, but I just still like the males and how they spit, their delivery, the way they say it, their stage presence. I just feel like overall the male battle rappers are 10 times better than female battle rap. But I'ma still, shed some light on female battle rap as well. But getting back to what I was saying, getting back to what I was saying. So with Miss Hustle, I feel like she was being immature when she was mad. Now I understand her being upset with Debo because Debo said that she can have more time to, for her to spit out her bars. But at the same time, why you sitting down, you leaving the stage, you getting mad at Twerk, you on IG Live cursing out Debo? Why are you mad at Twerk? What Twerk got to do with that? The person you should be mad at is only Debo. Why are you getting mad at Twerk? You know what I'm saying? Twerk had every right to say, no, I don't want you to go more than 5 minutes. And he still let her rock a little bit over 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's weird. It's like a contradiction to me because she was on Champion talking about how female battle rappers are hard to deal with. But meanwhile, look at how you're acting. Look how you acting. You're on Instagram Live cursing out everything, acting less than a lady. You know what I mean? You're not acting no different than all these other female battle rappers you claim. And it's funny to me too because like the way Hustle spit her bars and how raw and gritty she is on that stage. I remember when I used to watch female battle rap, a lot of them female battlers was scared of Miss Hustle. They was scared of her, okay? Especially like I know Farrah Funeral used to be scared of Miss Hustle too. You know what I'm saying? Miss Hustle used to sun Farrah Funeral. And then all of a sudden, about 2 years ago, I just happened to be on YouTube and I'm scrolling down my timeline and I see a video of Farrah Funeral and Miss Hustle fighting out in the street. So in this video, Farrah Funeral literally got Miss Hustle hair, like pulling her hair down. You know how females fight. Most of them fight. They be, with the head down and then they'll start beating the head up. And then she's basically, walking around and dragging Miss Hustle head all around the street. And Miss Hustle wasn't doing nada. Like at least throw a hand or a punch or a bite or a scratch or something. To my surprise, y'all, Miss Hustle was not even trying to fight back. She had her head down, just letting Farrah Funeral do whatever to her. And in my mind, I'm like, that's Miss Hustle? She can't even fight. All that shit she be spitting in her bars. She can't even fight. She can't even throw them hands. Yo, what? I was so shocked. And you know how it is when you fear somebody and you scared of somebody and then you up against them. That happened to me. Like this girl used to bully me in school when I was back in elementary school. And I was a little afraid of her. My sister had already left. Me and her used to be in the same school and she used to always stick up for me. But once my sister left and went to junior high, now I'm in the school by myself. So this girl tried to be a bully to me and I was scared as shit. I was scared of her. But then I remember coming out the building and she out there with her posse and she's like, hands up here. And I had tears streaming down my eye, wishing my sister was there. But out of fear, I went stupid crazy on this girl because I was so scared of her. But out of fear, I fucked that bitch up. What? I was all over that girl. People was so shocked. I was all over that girl. I almost stomped her out because I remember having her on the floor, and then that's when people started breaking it up because I was about to stomp that bitch out. So sometimes when you really afraid of somebody and then they keep bullying you and then they want to fight you, you go crazy on them. But to my surprise, Miss Hustle was not fighting back. And all this time I'm thinking like, wow, her bars be crazy and the way she be acting and the stuff that she be saying and how she be bullying and trying to scare all the other battle rappers, and this bitch can't even fight. But she got all that mouth. And that's how it is. A lot of females that got all that mouth, most of the time they do not know how to fight. They don't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Hustle don't know how to fight, y'all. But I see that Farrah Funeral and Hustle is back as being cool again. They back as being friends. So in that situation, I feel like Miss Hustle was dead wrong. Okay, now I agree that she has every right to be mad at Debo for telling her lies, telling her that she could go extra minutes and all this stuff. But at the same time, I'm hearing that Debo even paid more money just for the venue to stay open because one of them was late. Either Twerk was real late or Miss Hustle was real late. One of them was very late. So I heard that Debo had to dish out more money just to keep the venue open. Now, what if they said, nah, just like what happened with ARP? Remember when Calico versus Ill Will was supposed to go down, but being that some of them was so late, they started the event late. Even though ARP wanted to pay out more money to keep the venue open a little bit longer, they was like no, because they had other people coming in who paid for that time slot. So they had to have the battle in the garage, which was Ill Will versus Calico was taking place in the garage, which turned out to be even a better, to me, it was better. It was more gritty, it was more hood, and it was more close, compacted in. So I think that venue, even though it wasn't a real venue, but that environment to me was even better. I like that garage gritty environment, so I don't think it's fair for Miss Hustle to be so upset because it's like it's a contract. You contracted for 5 rounds. And that's another thing. 1 round to me is corny anyway. Because you got more shit to say. This should have been a 3 battle. This should have been a 3-round battle. If you had that much to say, why didn't you say, look, let's just make it 3 rounds? You know what I'm saying? If anything, you might as well, since you wanted to go longer, you could have just had 3-minute rounds for each round. Since you wanted to do like 9 minutes, you might as well did it like that. So I don't understand that. I just hope that they ban 1-rounders altogether. I'm sick of 1-rounders. I don't pay for battles if it's just a 1 round. I just feel like it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? But Twerk to me, even though Twerk in his past no-showed, he'll steal purses, but you can't put that into in this situation. He showed up for this battle, he did his thing for this battle, so you can't compare that or hold him accountable for that and say, oh, he should have allowed Miss Hustle to rap a little longer because Twerk is not all that professional. So what? Okay, they have a contract. If he say he don't want her to go 5 minutes, he had every right to say that. You know what I'm saying? So next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is Tay-Rock versus K-Shine. Now this is going to be sweet. One thing that I'm noticing is that the URL is starting to listen to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like back in 2016, mad people was talking about how there should be some rematches. People was even talking about Rock versus Suge again. A lot of people want to see that battle again because that happened so long ago. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do some more posts at least once a week. I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. I actually did a post. I did the recap for last week, and that's another thing I wanted to say too. I will be blogging at least once a week. This is my once a week again. Last time I was up here, I uploaded something was last Thursday, I believe. Yeah, last Thursday when I uploaded the bar for bar breakdown. That's Charlie Clips versus Twerk. So that was just last Thursday. So now today is the following Thursday. So I did say to myself that I'm not going to be going for too long. I'm going to at least blog, or whether I'm doing a bar for bar breakdown or going up live. Most of the time, I'm probably going up live because I could talk about mad shit when I'm live. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about different things and I could talk for a long time. When you blogging, you know, you usually tend to stick to one topic, and then you don't want that video to be too long, because I noticed that if I had like a 20-minute video, a 30-minute video, it don't get that many views unless it's a bar for bar breakdown, because mad niggas love to hear bars. You know, us as fans, we are part of the battle rap community. We love to hear bars. So I noticed that my bar for bar recaps, even if it's 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long, I still get a lot of views on that. So I don't mind those videos being long. But if I'm just blogging on a specific topic, okay, I tend to keep it a little short, because I know people's attention spans is not that long. So therefore, that's why I'm doing lives more often, because I could talk about more stuff and stay online a longer time and still get a lot of views. I noticed that when I'm live, I get more views than when I, you know, post a regular blog. Okay, but I promise y'all I will at least come on at least once a week. Oh, it was Sunday? It was? Love y'all too. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna do at least try to do at least once a week. You know, I got a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of things that's going on in my life, but you know, they are happy things. I'm getting ready for vacation. I'm paying down on my trip to Hawaii for next year. You know, so I'm working more overtime like crazy. You know, I got a lot of shit coming up. Hi, Manny. Hi, Manny. My vacation coming up this summer, so I'm doing mad overtime. And so it's just like working a lot, you know, spending time with my boo. You know, I gotta spend time with him. Then I gotta blog. And when I blog or do my breakdowns, I have to prepare that first. You know what I'm saying? I just don't cut on the camera and just talk about anything. I always write down what I want to talk about so I could get an idea, you know, what I'm gonna do. What the fuck up with your profile picture? With my profile, I'm gonna change my, now that I got dark hair, I'm gonna change my dark hair. What's wrong with my profile picture? You don't like it? My breast is showing too much? I'm gonna cover my breast since you complaining. Manny, let me cover my breast up a little bit. But yeah, so I'm excited about the Tay Rock versus K Shine. I'm very excited. You know what's oh, you talking about HB, my dad. So let me put it down a little bit. Now I'm playing. But yeah, so Rock versus Shine. I remember when I first saw they battle, you know, they were so cute, you know, they look so innocent, you know, they look so young. Tay Rock wasn't all that aggressive. He seemed a little nervous on that little stage. I remember that they looked like they was in Manhattan or something, because I remember the background, you could see the street and the taxi cars, the yellow taxi cars and stuff. And I know in New York we have yellow taxi cars, you know, so it was just an okay battle to me. So I'm just, now that they have improved and they're legends in the game now and they have more experience in battling, I'm very excited to see this new battle between Rock and K-Shine. But what's interesting to me is, what about the angles? You know what I'm saying? What about the angles? What angles will they take against each other, y'all? Let me cut my lipstick on. You know, this camera is like a mirror. I saw I didn't have no lipstick, so But yeah, so what angle do y'all think they gonna say against? And it's kind of funny because remember, Battle Truth had that transgender guy come on his platform, okay, and she was talking about the situation, and I'm not going to get all into it because we don't really know if it's true, even though you can, you know, speculate that if the trainee can admit that they only just spoke about it, but he never said that they did anything, he never said that he went over there, you know, so if he can admit to that, then most likely she is probably telling the truth about the whole conversation, the whole texting back and forth, you know, but you still don't really know for sure, you know what I mean? We don't really know. These are still all rumors, Okay, so he did not do, even if it's true about him having this conversation, he thought about it, but he didn't actually go through with it, go through with having this tranny, give him a blowjob. So I still respect Rock, you know what I'm saying? And nobody with Kayshawn's side, nobody has officially came out about Kayshawn being, dealing with trainees. So I'm wondering, in this battle with Rock versus Kayshawn, will Kayshawn bring up the trainees? Because other battle rappers has brung it up against Kayshawn. So it will be kind of ironic to me if Kayshawn was to bring that up against Tay-Rock. And will Tay-Rock bring it up against Kayshawn? Wouldn't that be kind of interesting? Or would they just totally exclude the whole trainee angle, period? Okay, so now what angles do we know about both battlers? With Rock, we know the new angle everybody is using is that he's underpaid, he don't get paid much, but he's supposed to be the face of URL. That's one angle. The second angle is he's always almost about to fight. That's the next angle. Nah, Sean will leave it alone because he never addressed it. That's true, Manny. Sean has never addressed that angle whenever a battle rapper talked about it. Whenever a battle rapper had it in his rounds talking about Sean dealing with a trainee. Kayshawn has never ever addressed that. So you could be right, Manny. He may not even address that at this upcoming battle he's having with Tay-Rock. I don't see him addressing that either. And I'm sure Tay-Rock don't want to have that stigma stay on him. So it would be wise for Tay-Rock to not mention it either. It would be wise for Rock to not even mention it either. So people don't have to keep thinking about that for Rock. So I'm sure they could talk about other things other than that. People seem like people were very, turned off about that whole training situation when Battle Truth kept blogging about it. People was upset about it, actually. They felt like Battle Truth was shedding too much light on it, giving this guy so much, attention. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they won't bring it up at all. Yeah, I don't think so. You're right. Now that I'm thinking about it, they're probably not going to say anything about it either. But the angles that Sean can use on Rock is him almost always about to fight. The fact that he's supposed to be the face, but he doesn't make a lot of money for the URL. What else? That he's been losing a lot, that he lost a lot back in 2018. Okay, he lost a few. Now, the battle that I feel like he won, Tay-Rock won, was versus Good. I did a bar for bar breakdown on that battle. Even though Good, that was one of the best of Goods that I've ever seen. Even though Goods was good, Tay-Rock still took that battle, the first round and the third round. Tay-Rock took that battle. Tay-Rock left Earth in the first round. It seemed like Tay-Rock first rounds was becoming the it rounds, because even in the battle with Tay-Rock versus Pat Stay, Tay-Rock first round was off the meter. Like, that shit was off the chain. That first round really blew my mind. Just like his first round with Goods, that shit gave me the goosebumps. Okay, so to me, it seemed like Tay-Rock switched up. No longer is his second round the best round. It seemed like his first rounds are starting to be the best. But yes, HB, Tay-Rock 2-1. I'm not sure now. I don't know who I got with Rock versus Kayshawn. They both, I love them both. Even though Kayshawn recently started to sound like New Jersey Twerk. And that's the only thing that I'm hoping and praying. Because I'm definitely paying for this card. Definitely. Okay, I don't care if it's $100. I'm paying for this fucking pay-per-view. All right, because I have to see this battle. So I'm hoping that Kayshawn took heed from what everybody was saying about him sounding too much like Twerk, and that he, kind of like reeled back and started watching his old battles of how he used to be, and he went back to his old style, his old ways, because we love Kayshawn for his own individuality, his own style, okay, his own, performance, because Kayshawn danced on stage too. Kayshawn is, he has the star power, he's got his great stage presence, and he had his own good style, and for some reason it just seemed like Kayshawn must have said to himself, I gotta sound like Twerk in order to be champion of the year, to beat Geechee Gotti. That's what it seemed like, because he was just sounding too much like Twerk in that battle. So I'm just praying that Kayshawn just reverts back to his natural self, and that he will not be sounding like Twerk anymore, and he, get the job done against Rock. But yeah, to me, Twerk don't sound like Prez Mafia. Now with the growl, yes. Like I know Prez Mafia have that growl. But I feel like Twerk perfected it. You know what I mean? So it's still kind of different from Prez Mafia's style. You know what I mean? So I feel like Twerk kind of identified his own style, even though he may have took the growl part from Prez Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Well, Goods, you think Goods got that one? Kayshawn sounds like Press Mafia. Nah, I don't think so. Okay, so what else I wanted to talk about? So I am excited about that battle. We're gonna see what happens. Now with so I think with Chess versus Geechee Gotti. I think I touched on that a little bit. I'm just disappointed, I just hope that Chess comes through this time. I was just last night, I was watching his interview he had with Hip Hop Is Real. And it's just like they all seem so believable when they be like, yo, I'm coming like no other, I'm focused, I'm this. And it's like, I don't believe you, Chess. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe you. Like, they all talk a good game. Like, remember Jay Mills, before Jay Mills battle K-Shine, before Mook battle Verb. They all talk a good game, hyping up the battle, mad promotion, talking about how it's a comeback, they focus and this and that. And then when they get on that stage, they either mess up or they don't win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just be quiet, Chess. Just prove us wrong, because I'm still rooting for Chess. Even though I feel like this battle don't make sense, Chess versus Geechee Gotti, I'm still hoping that he pulls through. I still hope it's going to be a good battle, even a classic maybe. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens. But I just hope that he get it together. And I just feel like Smack should put Chess in the room and hear his rounds, and just to test it out to see if he could go a whole round without choking. I think that would be a good, that's a good suggestion for Smack. If he's listening, Smack, you need to take Chess and just put him in the room, or have him spar with somebody just to see if he still got it. Because I'll be damned, I paid for this battle and then the same shit happened like what he did on Verbal Warzone. Y'all gonna be mad. Like, all these people is hyping it up on Twitter, all these people excited, y'all getting y'all hopes up high, and y'all gonna be mad when Chess chokes, if he chokes, or if he just throw away that whole battle, if he acts the way he acted on Verbal Warzone. Y'all gonna be mad because y'all getting y'all hopes up high. So I refuse to get my hopes up. I refuse, even though I hope he do well, I'm not getting my hopes up for Chess, because I know what to expect. I'm going to expect to be disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to expect for him to choke, and I'm going to expect to be disappointed. Look what happened with Chess versus Chef Trez, and that was on one of the Smack volumes. He couldn't even get through his rounds on that battle. Again, Chess versus JC. Oh, it was so cringeworthy to watch that battle. And I was so excited to see that battle, Chess versus JC. So excited, and I was highly disappointed. So that's too bad. That's Chess versus Chef Trez. That was a ball. He dropped the ball on that battle. Chess versus JC dropped the ball on that battle. Recently on the Verbal Warzone, he was worse than any time. Worst of them all. Choked every single round. Choked when he first started. Okay, what else? Chess versus it was another battle that he dropped the ball in. It's a few of them. So, but I shed tears. Like, Chess was so good at one point. The battle that I love the best from Chess versus Gritty. I always say this. Y'all, if y'all never seen that battle, Chess versus Gwitty, yo, that battle was so good. Even Gwitty was, or that to me, that's one of Gwitty's best battles that he ever had versus Chess. And Chess was so good that I think I shed a tear. Like, he was so good. That battle was just so good, so epic. You know, so I know Chess has potential. You know, he has potential. He used to be my favorite battle rapper, but I lost a lot of faith in Chess, and I just feel like he needs to improve. I feel like they're pushing him too much, too fast, and I'm afraid that he's going to drop the ball and he's not going to do so well. So with that being said, just to protect Smack investment and to make sure that it's going to be a good card and it's going to be a good performance with Chess, I hope that Smack places Chess in the room, hear all of Chess's rounds, try to get him to practice or spar with another battle rapper. Like, he needs to like have a lot of preparation with Chess, just to make sure that when the event takes place, Chess is really, really ready. I don't know if, you know, his problem is with smoking, because even on that interview with Hip Hop Is Real, as soon as the interview start, I see Chess lighting up a blunt. You know, as soon as the interview started to take place. So in my mind, I'm thinking Chess might be smoking too much. I don't know if it's him smoking too much, if it's drinking too much, or if he have a real problem. You know, but whatever it is, he needs to get it together, because it's affecting his brand, it's affecting his work. This is all he really do, hustle and battle rap, and it's affecting his bag. You know, so if he's really serious about, you know, staying with battle rap and, you know, making it a long career, he has to really figure out what his problem is. And stop getting mad at the fans and the bloggers and getting mad at us. We only report what's really going on, what we see. What we supposed to say? We ain't gonna say nothing good if you ain't giving us no good battles. You know, like, what are we supposed to say? You know, and I hate that. I hate when battle rappers get all mad with the bloggers and get all mad with the fans. If you was doing what you was supposed to do, we wouldn't say nothing bad about you. You know, and if y'all notice, I usually try not to say nothing too bad about the person. I just state facts. You know, I say what I think that's positive about that person, and then I'll say the negatives. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm not trying to shit on Chess. I'm just stating facts. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So I got things to do. I've been on here for mad long. Hi, blessed day. Curse nights. My breast ain't showing that much. Y'all reaching. Y'all act like my breast is all out like that. It ain't even out like that. But anyway, today's a good day. Today is like 65 degrees, you know, and they still got the heat blasting in my apartment. You know, I live in an apartment, so I can't control the heat, the thermometer. So I literally have all my windows open. I have my balcony thing open, you know, just to get some air. That's why I'm dressed like this, because it's mad hot in my place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get ready to run some errands. I just wanted to touch up on what's going on in battle rap, talk about everything that's going on. Like I said, March 16th, this coming Saturday, I'll be recapping the battles live. Hi, blessed day. You know, so I'll see y'all Saturday. All right. Y'all have a good day. Later. How do I turn this?